ma.gov. We'll take a roll call, please. For quorum, Francis Lewis here, Linda Dorflinger here.
Michelle Bion here.
Rob Young here.
Aaron Strauss here.
There are, at this point, there are two committee members absent, Joanna Buffington and Andrew Shearer. Andrew Shearer had the meetings for the last month, so those will be put on to the August meeting. Okay, first item was an update on the OSRP. And we were supposed to have a meeting yesterday, which got canceled. We need to reschedule. Shayna shared that the survey was complete. It's 495, which is a pretty good number actually for a survey. And she was working on compiling the data and then sharing it with us. I know Michelle has worked on some chapters. Would you share what you completed, please?
Yeah, I completed chapter 1 and chapter 2, and we have 3, 4, and 5 that are mostly complete. And Shayna was going to do chapter 6. So we're almost to the end.
Thank you. So, as I said, we don't have a new meeting scheduled, but there will be one within the next few weeks. All right.
That's a lot of work. Thank you.
Yes.
welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice
thank you,
job.
thank
Yeah.
you for doing that.
Sure.
It's Al.
Alex, just.
Hey, Alex.
All right, the first meeting, on the Wiley Park is the Trailhead signs. And Alex, when you get settled, could you tell us?
These are for the kiosks?
Yeah, for the kiosks, have you,
Yeah, so I've
update where
been,
we are, please? Sure.
yeah, I've been in contact with Timber Homes, and my understanding is we're due for a delivery either later this month or sometime in mid-August. I don't have a date certain yet, but that's kind of like our window. I did confirm with the DPW that they will be able to install the kiosks for us.
Great.
So we'll be on their schedule for that.
Who was that? DPW?
DPW, yeah. I also reached out to Natural Resources regarding space in the kiosks for them to use for posting information. And Nick, who is the blanking on his official title, but he's a natural resource officer. He said they would most likely only need like an 8.5 by 11 section of the kiosk to post whatever, like a PSA on coyotes or ticks or whatnot. Mosquitoes.
All right, so that department is thinking about what they want to put.
Yeah, so we don't have,
Yeah,
I guess,
sure.
specifics on what that information will be, but they said they probably just need space for an 8.5 by 11. Piece of paper they are interested in posting in the kiosks.
Good.
That's
Good,
great.
that was great. All right, and then after the last meeting, I was going around and I went to the Orleans couple conservation sites, so I put down what they had put, which was what we've been talking about, a combination of
The regulations.
rules and icons, and of course, that's the Conservation Commission. So Karen, has the Conservation Commission thought about how much space they want on the kiosk and what you want to post?
Well, we didn't actually manage to get it on the agenda, so we were going to do it next week. But I have done a draft for them to look at that I think would fit on an 8.5 by 11 or maybe a legal size sheet.
All right, legal's fine, we've got space on the kiosks, Karen, so
Mhm.
if you need the legal size, go for clarity and information to the visitors. That
Well,
would
I
be-
think the idea is to keep it short and succinct with a QR code and maybe a phone number for more information. So that they could get the full regs elsewhere, but the ones that were likely that they need to pay most attention to that are most likely to be broken.
All right, so Conservation Commission's gonna be able to look at that in the coming month?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's it
good.
next week.
Yes, we've got that on the agenda
Oh.
for the 22nd, so that's next Tuesday.
Oh, that's great.
With the 22nd.
Oh, yeah.
22nd. Okay, so can we get the prototype of those sent to us so that Linda and I can put that in our little sketch that we had?
Oh, you have it, right? You mean the,
You know, we did that little thing, you
Mhm.
know, like
Right,
what
right,
it might
yeah,
look
good,
like.
right, right,
So if
right.
we get what we
So-
have, what natural resources might want to use, and then we get what Conscom might want to use, we can sort of,
So are we looking for
Lay it
the
out.
content itself or just the amount of space?
it can probably, we can just sketch out what an 8.5 to scale, an 11, doesn't really have to be what's on it.
well, maybe give us a 8.5 by 14.
Okay,
Okay.
yep, I'll do
Right,
that,
because there is space for sure.
Yeah,
yeah,
And then the Forest Committee was interested and they have an August meeting, so that would be, but you would assume an 8.5, just for a temporary placeholder. But
okay.
that's one that has to wait. Are there any other committees or
Are we opening it up to the dog owners
do we
association?
want that there too? That's a discussion we have to have because we do have that.
and it's specific to them.
Yeah, yes,
Right.
right. Well, now that we got some sizes,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I think
Yeah,
in the
I think-
future, we, as the committee, since we're kind of like in charge of the kiosks, can dictate the size. I mean, it's great to have input from the different groups that they need like
Yeah.
8.5 by 11 or a legal size. But now that those are the established, I think we can just say, this is how much space we can give you,
Got it,
you know, rather than saying, how much space do you want? Because, you know, they could have.
but they,
as a
Everybody
side,
can
they
want
could have a-
8.5.
They could, yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
they
could
have-
want poster size.
they have a lot of information
Right.
and, the
Okay.
other thing is coordinating with the bulletin board as you come in too. That, right now there's, it's kind of open.
Right.
And Shayna did research that that is really under our jurisdiction, the open, that bulletin board. And so we'll have to have conversations about the use of that and how that best meets the community needs.
Mhm.
Like right now, there was a, from the newspaper, about the planting.
Yeah.
You know, so it may be able to have larger rotating informationals.
and then so that bulletin board is staying where it's at. It's not
Well-
being replaced by
This one.
our new kiosk, or it would be.
Well, we wanted to be very clear, this was our original, we really hadn't made that complete decision.
Right,
We wanted ours to look like the official one and that to be more community minded.
which
Or
one is the official one?
the one
bulletin-
New one we're
putting
putting
up.
up.
The kiosk?
Yeah, the
Yes,
kiosk.
Yeah.
But we still have that bulletin board there that has been there for several years,
How does everybody feel about that?
yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think, yeah, go ahead.
Karen, go ahead, please.
maybe that stays the community resource posting area, and that's where the dog owners can post and other groups that might have notices that are relevant to the people who come to Wiley.
Are we keeping that unlocked? Are we, is since it comes
It
under
is-
our auspices, are we like, you know, policing as to what it looks like? Are we able to put up wrapping paper in the back? I'm sorry, I digress.
Well, if it's
I
under
mean-
our
Yes,
jurisdiction,
so
I would
what-
think we would get to do that, and we should certainly have maybe some rules for what can get posted there.
I agree. I mean, it should look uniform too. I'm not saying it's gotta look like, you know, the kiosk will be the official, but if that's technically under our, I don't want to use the word control, but it is our responsibility,
yeah.
then it
Mhm.
should have a lock on it. And unless we're gonna just let people willy-nilly put up what they want and take down whatever they want,
No,
and then there should be some type of place where they can either contact us directly, or I don't want to burden Alex, but a place where they can drop off the information they want posted, and we should be the ones posting it, I would think. What do you think, Karen?
Yeah, but there, just thinking over this from the other side, that maybe there's some sense in just having it as an open resource. But that we have the right to take anything down that doesn't meet our guideline.
I
I mean, I could see,
worry about
y-
that. People put like, I want a babysitting job for the summer and. No, I mean, I think
Yeah.
the community resource, it's gotta affect the whole community in some shape or form, makes some
well,
sense.
it's not locked now,
No,
right?
no, it's never been, it hasn't been locked for several years anyway.
Is this the bulletin board talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
The kiosk should be,
Well, the kiosk will be locked.
Right, the kiosk will be locked.
Definitely locked.
That we'll have to post whatever they have to do. They have, for the kiosk has to be submitted. We're assuming we're gonna have it
Us.
dropped off to the office, or how are they getting to us? Have we thought about that?
The what?
The people who are gonna be in the kiosk, they're 8x10. or
Well, that would
anybody.
be conservation, well,
Right.
so
So
far
do
we're
they-
limited, so
Right,
we.
but they have to give it to somebody. And
It
we
would have to
post
go
it.
to Alex's office.
Okay,
we
you
would
can
go.
let us know you're not
We
responsible
would
unless they
present
put it
it,
out.
we would bring it to our meeting.
yep,
Right, and then we can decide who's gonna put it up. That works.
Actually, I think from the bulletin board. We should have the information that wants to be posted and decide whether it goes up or not. It doesn't have to be locked, but I agree with Michelle over here that anybody. If you say anybody can post.
Right now, all the posts have to do with Wiley Park. Natural Resources uses it. There's things about ticks. And there's a
Coyote one.
coyote.
One.
And dogs must be leashed. Like in the parking lot. So right now, it's only dealing, that bulletin board is only for Wiley Park.
Mhm.
And I said community, I didn't mean it to be
Right.
interpreted in the broader sense.
Right,
Um.
Well-
The,
On a somewhat of a side note, do we have a specific location? For our kiosk, or is it still pretty generic where it's gonna go? I think it would be good to perhaps do a site visit
yes,
Yeah.
both
Like,
entrances and nail it
and stake out where we want this.
for
kiosk.
DPW, right, we have to
And
do
we should do
that,
that soon,
we haven't done that yet.
because once
I've
they
got-
come
I've
in,
got Some
right.
flags that we could just, put in the
right,
ground.
because once they come in and we give it to DPW
Yeah,
to do,
one
they're gonna
person.
do it the day they can do it. We don't know when that's gonna be.
Right, so
Could
that
be
has to be
tomorrow, it could be a
scheduled.
week from tomorrow.
That is something
ma-
that should schedule,
yeah, so maybe it should be staked
Should-
for
Yes.
location. And then for the bulletin board at Wiley, if we do lock it, I think we should let Natural Resources have a key so they can swap their stuff in and out without having to come to us.
it was for seasonal, I mean, I think they have seasonal postings.
Mhm.
Right.
All right, so can we schedule a site visit to the location of the kiosk, please?
Yeah.
Alex, what's your schedule look like next week?
how about next Friday?
This
Oh,
next
Friday.
Friday or this Friday?
Next Friday.
Next Friday. I could probably do next Friday morning.
Sure.
And so
Does that
what
work for
date is
anybody
that,
else?
please?
That's
Where's
the
the
25th.
Okay, so
Like
July 25th,
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Sure.
Works for me.
Meet at, say we meet first at the Wiley parking lot.
Yeah.
Cause that's gonna be the harder one to decide where it goes for visibility, cause there's
So
so much
in
going
The
on
parking lot inside.
Who's
with the
coming,
playground.
Yeah,
who's coming and how many people can we have?
You can have 3. So,
Well, you can have everybody if you post it as a
Oh,
meeting.
okay, Rob wants to go, Michelle wants to go.
I might be there depending on. We have the time frame.
Why don't you say that you and I are the alternates? for the
Okay.
third one,
That's fine.
so it would be it'll be Linda or Francis,
so Alex, Rob and me,
so far, and then we're the alternates,
not getting off that easy there. Dora.
okay.
yeah,
No.
all right.
10 o'clock.
All right, 10 o'clock Wiley
Okay,
Park.
you
10
got it.
o'clock, you can do this, and then
Rob will
walk to
walk
the
over
other
there.
entrance on Herringborough.
What?
And then
Park in the other entrance?
No, then
No, and then we'll go
walk,
over there.
we could just walk over.
you can decide,
You just walk over.
Okay. All right, so
Okay.
10 a.m. All
And
right,
then-
I'm parking at Rob's house.
Totally fine. Yeah, if you don't have a permit, come to my house. You
Buy
don't
some flowers.
have to pay.
Okay,
No, so you
okay,
have
so we're getting the
Yeah.
signage done,
permit to park at one.
Okay, so that's good. So the site visit, site visit is scheduled for.
Yes.
Schedule.
25th at 10 o'clock.
Okay,
That would be great, and then. We seem to be pretty focused on what goes in the locked kiosk. We still have a little bit of ambiguity over what. On the unlocked bulletin board, but while you're there, glance at it, I was looking at it the other day. And you can see that it's all Wiley Park, that's what we want to keep it at, in my opinion, all Wiley Park, information. All right,
If you could snap a picture of it.
I will.
all right, and then share that, okay?
I might be just a little sensitive to the fact that Eastham's growing. And which means the summer population is gonna grow and you never know. When it's been fine so far for years, but you never know. Future.
Right, another thing could be to think about setting up some general guidelines.
Yeah.
Getting that organized. Oh, you have it already.
I have it already. Karen, I can send it to you.
Right now.
Okay, I'd appreciate that.
No problem,
You
Karen.
want that too?
I can send.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it should.
Guidelines for what?
Yeah,
Seasonal.
no, yeah, it does have wrapping paper, we're going to,
Yeah, and it's giant, please pick up, which is not a bad thing.
that's not a bad thing.
Because, yeah, you'll see when, here, Karen, come your way.
Okay.
So, does anyone else need it?
Sure. Are you allowed
I
to
have
send
it.
to more than one of us?
I could send to as many people as I want to.
Well, charge.
So,
You are.
I'm gonna send it to. Everybody's,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Just saying, I see it a lot.
Uh-huh.
Around, to tie in with. the
Wiley Park,
red and
yeah.
Green,
Unless
kiosk.
we can find
the
seashells right
beginning.
there.
Were the dog owners associations the ones who put this in?
Yeah,
Yeah, so they definitely should retain some space there.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
I mean, maybe more so than in the official kiosk because they
Mhm.
have a lot of information up there. When
Yeah.
they have their beach bow wow bash, that goes in there
Mhm.
too, even though that's not at Wiley Park. Just saying.
Right. Well, I'm of a mind to let them keep that and maybe not have them in the official kiosk. Or if we have anything there, it could be a small thing that says for more information on how to educate your dog for whatever they've been doing some training stuff.
They could have a QR code to their website or something
Mhm.
like that. I wouldn't
So
be, I
we-
think that'd be great.
Yeah, because they are a semi-partner.
Right, I agree with you, Karen, what? Okay. It's maybe, this is still a little fluid, but looking when we get the sizes on the kiosk design. That they're doing a notice from the Dog Owners Association about training that they offer and a link to their website would be very interesting, I think. To people, and then the larger things can go on the bulletin board. I think that's
Right.
a good idea.
So if we do end up blocking it, then we might want them to have a key
Right, yeah, right,
as well.
yeah. Right.
Is that the bulletin board?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Okay, so we got the site visit, we have some ideas about the bulletin board. We're going to offer on the kiosk some space, we haven't defined that yet as we work through this, to the Dog Owners Association for a link to their website and that kind of information. All right. Anything else on that topic right now? Staying at Wiley Park. For the last week, Linda, I got yes, reached out Cindy Nicholson, that they were running into, talking for the Dog Owners Association, we're running into issues at Wiley Park with open, and that, so Linda and I met with her at the library on with, I wrote his name down. Oh, yeah, and that, another member, I have his name right here. And they talked about the main problems they had
At Wiley Park.
at Wiley Park. And
what meeting was this, Francis? Sorry, I missed.
this was an informal meeting at the library with Linda and me and two representatives, and I'll give you that name. I even
The backside?
got it here.
No.
No, I'll give it to you at the end. Oh, here it is. His name was Tony Cantori, Cantore, and Cindy Nicholson. They said that the problems they were seeing was boat launching and out of designated areas, bicycle riding on the trails, and dogs unleashed in the parking lot. So I took that information and I went to Alex's office, and Alex did a great job on these three topics, using the language from the conservation regulations. So the three are posted at the extra sign, even though really, it's assumed people know this, and it's at the entrance on Herringbrook, at the entrance by the playground, and also on the walkway down to the pond. So I can actually find this in my phone and send it to you.
Yeah, so it's a laminated 8.5 by 11.
That's great.
Piece of paper. That calls out those three regulations that, seemed like people needed some reminding on, and we also included a QR code to the full list of regs too.
Great.
So just as kind of temporary
Good for you.
signage to be put out.
So is it on there now, on the
The
sign?
three of
Oh,
them.
that's-
So it's on the
Yeah.
entrance sign, it's on Herringbrook Road and in the parking lot there?
Yeah,
Great.
And as you walk down to the beach at Wiley.
Okay.
and in front of that, I'm sorry, I will find it and send it to you all.
Do the people who check stickers know this?
I think that they do when it comes to going, I've witnessed this myself, if you're coming in and you have a kayak or paddleboard on your car when you come in, I have seen a few of the people who are sitting there tell them that they can't launch from there. Here's the issue though. A lot of this launching is being done after people are going in there late in the day. And they're
Mhm.
pulling in there and and now the beach on Wiley side is been still quite busy late in the day, because we usually do one of our walks around 5 o'clock. And there's still people down there because, like, not unlike when I was a kid, parents take them from the saltwater to the pond rather than
Yeah.
take them home for a shower. And always does it,
Yeah.
take it to the
Oh,
pond.
yeah, we grew up that way. You went
Yeah,
in the salt water, you came
So, I
home, you
mean-
went in the pond.
Yeah, so there have been, I wouldn't say a lot, but enough people going in from that way. And I have seen people late in the day on the Herringbrook entrance carrying in kayaks. I think once the new signs go up and these that you guys just put up, hopefully will curb some of that. But there's nobody to kind of police
Right.
that is the problem.
So
Yeah.
I just
We knew
sent
that would be an issue.
I just sent the picture to you three committee members, of the sign on the tree at the Herringbrook entrance. So you can see what it was. And I
And we,
appreciate Alex taking that
Thanks, Alex.
time out of his schedule to get it done, and it really came out nice, and it links to the, she was using
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
And it links to the conservation,
You're good with that.
Karen.
you said you emailed that?
I did. Did I miss you? Okay, let me do it again.
Well, I do think Christine from Parks and Rec you know, should get some of those laminated, if you have any extra ones, to give to the people. I like that, Karen, the people that, the staff that work the sticker
Well, you know,
spot.
two things. I don't know how, and again, I don't want you to reinvent the wheel. The possibility of those universal symbols at the beginning of this, or this just the way it is on the
Yeah, what?
booth where they come in. You know, they have to stop and they have to, you know, and at that point, that's a good point to,
You know, the kiosks that
right,
when you enter
Yeah.
enter Wiley from Herringbrook Road, we had suggested these laminated or not laminated additional
Emojis or symbols.
symbols to be put up on there, maybe 3 more, something like that. Yeah.
That one,
That
that we
hasn't-
did.
right.
I
Yeah,
don't know where those
I
are.
don't know where that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had
but-
at one time talked about specific signs that say no boat launching and,
Right.
and stuff, and we hadn't done that, so.
This is good. My only concern is most people don't read.
Right,
Hand it out.
So-
When you come in, just a piece of paper, it doesn't have. to
And
be
then they're
laminated.
gonna, yeah, but then they're gonna just throw it on the ground.
Yeah, but it at least
I mean, there's just so much you can do.
it's, yeah, and so.
Well, I think,
fine.
well, I think also once we have our abbreviated sheet made,
Yeah.
Right, that'll do it.
that'll help.
That'll
This was
cover it,
more so
exactly,
just
Alex.
in the moment, trying to get.
No, this is good.
And
This is
that
good,
was-
and this is good because they
responded.
brought it up.
yeah,
Yeah.
You
right.
know, the East Hampton Dog Owners Association.
And we
brought that up.
responded to their
Neat.
view. I mean, they are there every day.
Yeah,
And
especially Cindy.
they saw,
Exactly.
Cindy is there every day.
Yep.
So the other thing I had under the general signage issues as we on this is to talk about that, as you have already brought up, that we did have this icon discussion and you had chosen icons. And then we dropped the ball on that. But listening to what you just said, let's wait till we see the conservation format.
Mhm,
And then we can go from there
Sure.
to see if we need, because these were to be put on the big brown sign.
The big brown sign that got moved up to the.
The moved up. But we might still want them there because two places for people to look.
Didn't hurt.
But you're right, but maybe we can really nail this down.
Mhm.
With the kiosk going in, make it a final.
Yeah.
Final view and get all the pieces together. I think we're
Yeah.
heading that direction.
So what you put up looks really good.
Oh, you got it the second
Yeah.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
That was all Alex. I came and told him
It's
the
great.
concerns and Alex came up with that format and everything, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't really have the ability to enforce it actively.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
we can do the best we can.
Right,
That's it. Suggest, strongly suggest.
right.
strongly
right.
suggest you follow these rules because
And then after 4 o'clock, it's open season.
I guess the one thing it doesn't say is that we can fine you if you don't pay attention to this.
Well, you could put that on what you're putting on the,
Abbreviated.
Yeah.
on the unabbreviated list. This was just.
Yeah, right.
Fines could be levied.
Yeah, whatever,
That's
Uh-huh.
all.
whatever language.
That's enough.
Right,
They don't have to know how much. It doesn't have to be like the litter ones that are like $2.92 or something like that, which I. What's that all about?
okay, anything else on Wiley Park?
Nope.
No, it's.
All right, so we're gonna Sandy Meadow. The ADA trail extension, have we got,
I've left a message with our.
Okay, good.
With our contractor, so I'm just gonna, continue on with that.
yeah,
As we go on.
good,
So there's no new news on that?
no.
So, yeah.
And then the trailhead,
Um, can I ask a question? Oh, you're gonna do trailhead sign. Never mind.
well, that was the other thing to talk about, the trailhead
With
sign.
the trail, I just threw that into Karen's lap this morning, so
Mhm.
I apologize about that.
Yeah,
But I was having some difficulties with the edits on the PDF, and I think Karen's pretty well versed in
yeah,
those edits. If that's something you wouldn't mind.
yeah. It's on my plate for tomorrow, but the original design was actually in specific design software and not a PDF. So I might
Oh.
have to talk to you about that tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Okay.
Did NHESP, did you talk to NHESP about installing the trailhead sign or, and not waiting until,
I did not.
App-
I'll-
okay.
So that's gonna be with Devin. Thank you for that reminder. I've talked to Fossil, they understand that we're gonna be submitting this sign.
Yeah. Once you work out some
Yeah.
technical.
Yeah.
And then we had chosen pictures, but we wanted to see the final one before you sent it in.
Correct.
So maybe that by the August one. Yeah. But,
Yeah.
because their turnaround is quick from,
Yeah. that's right.
Fossil,
Yeah.
so they'll be all set to go for the fall. All right, so that's moving along. Anything else on Sandy Meadow? Okay, on the website and trail map updating. I know we had this discussion last month on this. Has there been any
Yep.
for?
So I met with Paul and he is working it for us.
Oh,
So, yeah, so I know, right? He's like, and what's the deadline? I said, well, how about 2 weeks? He's like, I said, how about 6? He said, I said, how about before Thanksgiving? So, so anyway, he's taking the prototype that we did and then building in the trail maps. Did he reach out to you?
I was actually just speaking with.
Okay, so he wanted the walking part of it. It's like he's got the map, he can do the map, but the trail part of it. I don't know, he was gonna speak to you.
He's, we wanted to know if there are other trails that we want in this pamphlet besides the ones that we currently have maps for.
Yeah, because I sent him the list of the ones that we want, including the Glacial Pond Trail.
So it's
System.
it's Wiley, it's Nickerson, it's Cottontail,
Sandy Meadow,
Sandy Meadow, and
Boat Meadow,
Bow Meadow,
Oak Meadow.
and Glacial Pond.
Glacial Pond.
That's what I
Glacial
did.
Pond is.
Glacial Pond, no,
Is-
it's
is-
Bow Meadow and Southeast here.
Yeah.
Those are two, but they join.
Yeah, they joined, it's that connector,
They
right?
have that connect.
Right.
And then the Glacial Pond is just the three together.
Three together.
Right. So I don't think
And
we want to
Higgins.
make it more complicated than that, but do you?
Do you want Higgins?
But what I did,
Right now,
what I did tell him is that we needed this one,
there's two up in
Yeah.
Yeah,
the, excuse me,
that's the, yeah,
the composite,
Like
so
the-
for all of Eastham. And then we're like 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's good.
5.
That's great.
Right, so he was gonna talk to you, and then I think the question was, were there any connector trails that he would put in this one as opposed to a separate panel for a different one than the main ones that we gave him?
okay.
Connector trails only on town
Like
property
on the composite, I don't know,
or,
composite one, you know, that are
no.
there any other ones in here.
that's not my question. Are we talking about only connecting trails that are on town-owned property, or are we talking about making note whether there's any connector trails that are owned, let's say, by ECF or by the seashore or?
Well, the Orleans one has an icon of a man and it says other walking area. And those little men are posted in national seashore areas and other areas that are not town owned.
Mhm.
So that was his question. So we can ask that to the group. Do we want the composite map to it be inclusive of, you know, the trail from Coast Guard, you know, that's not town owned, but that's the trail.
conversation about including, and I think they just wanted to see. They said yes,
They were okay.
they were okay, but they just wanted to see it.
National
Yeah.
seashore trails in our pamphlet,
Yes,
the Park Service, and it might be good to have this conversation again with them.
right.
At the time, they were okay with us doing that as long as we indicated that it was national.
Yeah.
Park and trail,
Right,
Yep,
because they don't have
Right,
any maps. on
Right.
the website for trails, which I found it part of.
Okay.
But,
Yeah.
I think your point of reaching out again to the
Yeah.
contact that you have.
sit down and find out from them what ones they want us to include.
Well,
too.
it's the only Eastham ones.
Right, no, but what are they, in other words, the ones that,
There's Nauset, there's a Nauset Marsh Trail, there's the Fort Hill Trail.
right,
There's the
one-
Button Bush Trail.
the
yeah.
Button Bush.
Yeah, the
Right.
one.
That
the one
little
from the-
one.
Well,
Yeah,
there's,
from the
there's
parking
two
lot that
small
goes for
ones
a
off
beach.
of Hemingway Landing.
Mhm.
You go in
Oh,
two different
those-
directions, there's two
But
different
that's
trail
Red
names.
Maples.
Right. But
Well,
but
There's-
we-
Go ahead.
but we could just as put a little icon that says National Park Trails or other walking.
Right.
Yeah.
That's, yeah,
Which-
that's just, we would use Alex, the same one, and I gave him one of these, Alex.
Yeah, I'm in favor of that.
That's good.
Okay, so Alex, just let me know what else you need from me.
Okay,
And Paul said he worked with these people, the Maps at Work people. They were his professors at
Oh,
Bridgewater
okay.
State. So all of his trail maps look just like these. And he did this for Chatham as well.
okay.
So he was all excited about the project. I'm like, we should have just called you at the beginning. But anyway,
Right, that was,
but there's more to it. I mean, and Karen, when we get down to it, that brochure thing, I mean, that was just a prototype and now we'll have the
Mhm.
maps and we can size it and you're the expert at fonts and all that kind of thing and resolutions, so we can, but at least we've got some
Mhm.
movement. And Alex, I appreciate your help.
Yes, absolutely.
And Paul is a really good artist too, so
He's got a graphic design
oh,
degree.
he is, I didn't.
Mhm.
So what's our vision for the National Seashore trails? I mean, we have the maps of our trails.
Right,
Are we just going to have the green area being National
Yeah.
Seashore and then?
Right.
In the main.
I think that
Yeah.
what I would recommend, this is just a Michelle thing, just to take a little man or person icon and stick it where you can find other trails without mapping the Fort Hill Trail and mapping
Right,
all
right,
of
right,
that
right.
stuff.
Mhm. Yeah,
You can go over there and you can walk in this area. You're not prevented from walking in this
Right.
area, but you may find other things, because I think that's too much work, honestly, to put all that stuff in there. What do you think?
Mhm.
I mean, we could just put the little icon in there.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm not suggesting we do trail maps for them, but just
Okay.
indicate that here are these other. That we do have this national seashore here, and here's where their trails are. If you're looking for additional places to
Okay,
explore,
If you could put,
kind of thing.
parking lot, the white
Wow,
one on that.
Alex, you were gonna say,
I found the email between myself and the GIS specialist at the seashore, and they said they're okay with us advertising their trails as long as we use the names of the trails as they appear in the data set. I'm assuming that's probably just on their website. And indicate that they are National Park Service trails.
So you'd have to have, next to the
Proper
little guy
name.
or something, you'd have to say what walking trail it is,
you know,
Okay.
Red Maples. Red
The
Maple
name.
Swamp,
right?
the official name of the trail.
Right.
Nauset Marsh Trail, Button Bush. Yeah, Button
Yeah,
Bush Trail,
next to the
Um,
icon.
really?
It's not sufficient just to plop an icon down and say National Park Service or Cape Cod National Seashore Trail without being
Okay.
more specific.
Basically,
another
wanted to
idea.
name the trail, no?
Yeah, I think it makes sense to have the trail name.
Yeah, because if somebody's driving around, then at least they'd see the
Mhm.
sign and maybe they
Yeah.
know what the
Yeah.
trail. Then rather than
And
just aimlessly looking for a man.
yeah, and
Well-
Karen, in the legend, you could just have the icon that says other walking trails, but then when it gets to the map, it could say Fort Hill
Yeah,
on the map. Next
Fort
to
Hill,
the
too,
icon.
right.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just a question of fitting all that in
it's a lot.
a legible font, or it could be an icon goes there with a number on it, and then it's
And
just a
down
list
below,
of,
in the
Yeah.
legend, you could have
Oh, that's a
number
great-
one man is this, number two man is.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a great idea. But then in the panels,
Alternative, no,
but the panels inside wouldn't have the trails other than the town
No.
trails.
no, just.
yeah,
Located.
just the landscape view of East End would have that, and then the site-specific ones would not.
Just the landscape. Scape.
So, Alex, maybe you could look on the website and get the official name, so we're not missing. I mean, in my head, we just ran off all the trail names from the park.
Mhm.
But that was the one thing he asked, that we use the real names.
I don't know what Buttonwood is.
Oh, it's right
It's
there by
by-
the amphitheater.
Oh,
It's for,
very good.
it's for the blind.
It's at the end of the parking lot, and it's
right
been, it has special tactile things, so you can walk it if you're blind and know where things are. We used to blindfold ourselves when we were kids and walk that all the time and read the braille. It's a fun experience.
And it's where the spotted salamanders congregate.
Right,
too.
right, we go there right now, every spring. And
Yeah.
then the National Seashore is gonna be in green or a different color, so people can see that it's not our area on the map.
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Or like the Park Service brown.
Yeah, whatever they.
Oh, God, we don't want a whole map that's Park Service.
Okay, so that's moving. Thank
So
you,
that's a
Alex.
giant step forward on that. It's great.
You could even do a pattern in the green. Even
Yeah.
to make it a little interesting.
All right. So that is terrific work. Good outreach on that. Thank you, because I think that will work really good. All right, so then the next one is the land acquisition and outreach strategy. Karen,
I admit I haven't done anything on that. Do you want to maybe set up a meeting with Jackie in September?
yes,
I think August is not a good time. Do you want me to just ask her? Well,
yeah, why don't you do that? I mean,
Okay.
we essentially know what we want to say, so.
Yeah.
That would be
Set up a meeting with Jackie in September.
September.
So while I was with Paul, I mentioned that had been talking about this too. So, and I said we were working off a spreadsheet. He said there's GIS software that can identify these properties in an hour, in a minute. Is that right? Do you know anything about that, Karen? Like rather than all the property names on the
priority
spreadsheet that we had
cost list
worked
we're
out, that
talking about.
this isn't about what we say to them.
well, it's not software that I think we have access to, and every time we've asked Paul for GIS help, he's
Got it.
just been.
Okay. It's not my
If
project.
they wanted to make that software available to us, I'd be happy to play with it and produce
Perfect.
things
I'm
like
sure
that.
you
But
would. Okay,
All right,
Right.
so we're going to set up, Karen's gonna reach out to Jackie and look at the September dates. Perfect.
I probably could, just thinking about that, probably could download the outlines from Mass Mapper and import them into Google Earth, so we have a map that outlines them all, but I don't think it's really worth the effort.
no,
Okay,
you don't need extra
No, the
work.
spreadsheet is.
Okay,
okay, so that, we know that, and then Alex, any changes on CR status of the town land off of Nauset Road?
Not yet, I'm in communication with Jackie Tupper about that, so I've kind of picked that back up
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
So
Right, just to
not
keep
quite
that,
sure where things stand, but we're.
yeah, just as long as we keep it on our radar. All
And I
right,
know Henry's been asking about it too.
okay. And then the committee reorganization, as I mentioned at the last meeting, we're going to change it. I think we might, I don't know, can ask Karen, do we need to vote? Rob,
Yes, we did.
who's great, has said he would step up to the plate, and it's so he would be vice president, and then I would be vice president. No, he would be president and I would be vice president, and we'll sort of work together. The ins and outs of how to do
Got
it.
hats to go with this, Karen.
Yeah.
You have.
Rob,
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go where that joke just went in my head. So we have to have a nominations and seconds, and then a vote,
Okay.
Okay,
and then you have to let Kendra
Joanna
know.
was informed of this and she wholeheartedly agrees, so,
okay,
so
so,
you wanna,
so I'll nominate Rob for chair.
I
Well, you
second.
can You can just nominate everybody all.
Okay, I'll nominate Rob for chair and Francis for vice chair.
Second,
I third that one, whatever.
Motion by Michelle, a second. Okay, go ahead.
So can we have a vote, please, on the motion? Francis,
Karen, yes.
Linda, yes.
Michelle, yes.
Rob, yes.
All right, thank you. Rob, there's just two more items under old business and new business that I'll talk about, and then
Congratulations.
it'll
Rob.
be all yours. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations, Rob.
You promised me you weren't going anyplace yet.
You need
No, I
those
live here.
sashes, Rob.
I live
Rob,
here.
you're gonna get a
Um,
sash?
Okay. On the old business, two really important things. The volunteer app, Alex, is it set up with the new system?
I think it is live. Yeah,
Okay, so we're gonna have to
yeah,
set up a meeting
so,
or a trial outside.
yes, and then we have.
Is this a new app?
The volunteer app,
Yeah.
but the town changed the
Right.
operating system so that trail map, the volunteer
Oh.
app had to be adjusted.
Okay,
Yeah, so we're no longer with, people forms. I think that's what we're using for. We're
Yeah.
Opened up,
Yeah.
and, so it's more or less the same form, just in a different service. But I.
do you
still-
have to move it yourself?
We like rebuilt it. Yeah, so we're no longer with that one.
Okay, so the volunteer app is being rebuilt onto
It's
the
been
new.
rebuilt, yeah.
Has been.
So do we have.
Because the town now uses .gov,
You don't necessarily have to.
open.gov for everything.
access
When you
it
go
through
on
a different
for
site.
anything, it's now,
Okay,
everything's
so
on
we have to have
open.gov now.
a training on how to do.
So if you
this.
get like the email
Can
from.
we do that in August?
I think that's what. we were
Technically, if you
talking
look at it, it's on
Taylor-
open.gov.
Taylor
So that way
Airport.
we can't.
Well,
stream
that was on
meetings.
the files on this, on the volunteer
I
app.
thought she was gonna walk through the app. with us,
Okay.
Too.
Okay, so.
So do we have?
Go
we have-
ahead, please. Go ahead.
Do we have to delete the app that we have now on our phones and upload it again?
So it's just through a website, so you wouldn't necessarily be like downloading.
You can get rid of it,
Anything?
when you put it on your screen, you can get rid of it on your home screen. In
Yeah.
other words, yeah,
Yeah.
you hold that down till it vibrates and then click it and get rid of it. That's all.
So you do have to do that. and
Yeah,
then
get rid of
download
that.
it.
Yeah, I mean, you can keep the old one there, it's just not gonna take you to any place
Okay,
worthless.
I don't want to
Yeah.
do that.
So on the agenda for August. Kayla Urquhart, am I saying that right? Urquhart. Okay, yeah. She is coming to the open space meeting. And one thing that we will talk about is the volunteer app. Okay, and then we will all set up our new access. And then I had a meeting with her and Alex, it was, I think before or around when I had to submit the agenda.
That's last Thursday. or
Yeah,
something.
that she is working now actively on setting up the open space folder on the town website that we have been talking about. It will be open to the current open space committee members. The town website is called SharePoint. What we need to do is create a list, we should call it buckets, I call it folders, submit to Kayla of what she needs to set up for us to put our files in. And we would like to get this list to her before the August meeting, because she at that meeting would also like to give us a tutorial
How to put the
on
things
to
into the
put things
buckets.
together. Now, I made a general list. Now, I can read my ideas, and then we have to have decision on what to give Kayla. And maybe that's a meeting of 3 people to talk to Alex to give it. Okay, my ideas were agenda. The agenda is the minutes. The priority parcels.
We can do that.
If it was, and it will be, it's not open to the public.
Right.
So it's a secure.
It's a secure website.
Yeah.
Well, we can think about this, but I mean, these are the types of things like, and then the 5 major properties, Wiley Park, Nickerson Conservation Area, Cottontail Acres, Sandy Meadow, Southeast Dam Boat Meadow. And I forgot Higgins should go there also. Got to write that down.
And we should mention that open space is kind of the guinea pig, right? For
Yes,
other
this came up.
committees. to potentially use this service as well.
So they
Okay,
wanna get it
SharePoint's
right,
great.
they wanna get it right,
That's
And-
not safe, Kenny.
yeah, well. OSRP,
Yes.
OSRP's passed. And, you know, in the present, I was thinking too, the annual reports. That the committee chairs have written. CPA applications. That we've done in the past. A file on Friends of Open Space, you know, we had these ideas of how to organize it. Land management plans that we've already put together.
Mhm.
Trail maps, you know, at some point, brochure at some point. So that was my, I'm just sitting down really just the top of my head. So, is this too many, do you think? Can
No.
she do this? This is fine for her, okay.
Well, you could do them in maybe folders and subfolders.
Yeah, you can have a.
Well, I was
And
gonna,
then, yeah, I would add Bob Cook's files.
oh, Bob Cook's file,
Yeah, cause I have
excellent.
them too.
And Karen and anyone else, if there's other ideas you think of.
And-
Bob Cook's files.
I might just have a folder that includes what we're currently working on,
All right,
as opposed to things that are separated out into archival stuff.
Right, and then,
I like the delineation by topic, because then you can have the most current, you could have a current folder under each of the main topics.
Yeah,
Whatever's
And-
open
yeah.
and not closed can go in the current folder
what's-
and then move.
so if you have Wiley Park, you can have Wiley
It
Park,
would
and you can
current.
have all the other things we have for Wiley Park, pictures,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
signage, but you could have a current folder. So if there's one particular small project that we're working on, or a big project we're working on, that would go in there until it gets completed. Then it could either become into its own folder underneath that, a subfolder, as Karen said, underneath Wiley Park. But current
and
folder, so you can always look there for what's going on. I like that.
and we'll be able to create new folders.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
have her
I
do
would
it.
believe so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
It's not necessarily gonna be like,
because I think it's good to have project folders and not just throw
Do
everything.
we have like how about a forms folder? Like, is there like when we submit? I mean, I know you have CPA applications, but is there any other
Well, we do the forms.
template? Templates
could have
that we
that
would
there.
use if in fact we were submitting something on behalf of the Open Space Committee? I do know on the strategic, and Karen knows, on the Strategic Planning Committee, we have a meeting coming up around how we give any updates or have our work connect in. So if there's any kind of a template that would be required from the Strategic Planning Committee to give our updates. I'm just saying, could there be a forms folder? I don't know if forms sounds like
I mean-
something from the
I
fifties.
think-
But I mean, if there's a template that, I don't know, like, you know, for applying for grants or funding or something. Francis, you would know.
Well, maybe we need a grant folder.
Grant folder.
You have it, you know.
All right.
Um,
I don't know, just like anything
so
that
the
you've had to
fact that
search
we
for.
Can add new folders. Then I can take this list with other things you get to me in the next week, and then you can schedule a meeting with Kayla. And we'll give her the titles.
Uh,
I can
I,
say,
I, ha-
go
I
ahead.
have one more. Maybe we just want a research folder. So when any interesting articles related to open space and management and whatever.
Good one.
What's Kayla's last name?
Urquhart.
I'm in for you.
Urquhart?
Yeah, it is, we look down carefully. Capital URQUHART.
Okay, thanks for spelling that.
and I just sent around the link to our new form.
Oh, good.
So if we wanna test that out before the next meeting.
But like, isn't there a form that we have to fill out for liability?
Yeah, the one that's what I was saying, when we go out to do work on
Oh, yeah,
cut vines and stuff, that should be there,
Right,
you know?
Mhm.
That should be in our SharePoint.
yes.
Yeah, I think, I mean, so we can go
That's
pull
what
it
I'm
down,
thinking.
fill it out, and then just submit it electronically.
We don't have to call
to
it.
Alex.
The,
So that could be a stewardship folder or just have that.
Yeah,
And it could be,
Yeah.
if you do a forms folder, it could just be in your forms.
yeah. I like that. So otherwise, see, Alex,
There'll
this
be
is
other
gonna,
forms
this
like
is
that too, that
gonna.
will
Yeah.
probably be that will come up that we have to get from some other committee in the town to do, you know, better that we can just go, then you can fill it out electronically. You know.
If you think about somebody joining the committee, I mean, we talk about all these past projects. Something that they could get up to speed on, something that interests them easily
Mhm.
and quickly without going for
Yeah.
a walk with one of us and talking, you
But
know.
I have files on my computer that I can just dump into this as well.
Exactly, so
Share.
they'll be easy to share, you can, you know, we could, it'd be good.
And if you have other topics beyond the ones,
Yeah, I think that's. I think
You
it's
covered
great
a lot,
start,
Francis.
you know,
Yeah.
and as we
Yeah.
tweak it,
right,
Mhm.
right,
make adjustments.
make it like that create new folder thing you do on your, on
Yeah.
your, something easy like that.
Control PN, yeah.
I think we'll have to call this a starting point, and we might rejigger it as we start to use it.
Well,
And we're the test site anyway, so.
Great.
Yeah,
great. And they
Because
actually, Kayla said that they wanna, there was interest in this from administration because it might be, as Alex said, a model for other committees that might.
Nice.
Sure.
Trailblazer.
So,
I like that term better than.
what,
Modeling.
trailblazer, trail, we are not guinea pigs, we are trailblazers.
Rather be a model than a guinea pig.
yes, a model
We are model,
committee folder.
A bunch of
committee.
models.
We are a model committee, and on that, may I take your hand, Mr. President?
Yeah, all right, we love you, Robert, ready.
All
Any
right,
other new business?
No, next meeting date?
oh,
Yeah.
it is,
Here's the 22nd.
it's,
August the 20th
it's the,
is the Wednesday,
20th,
20th,
20th, okay. Sure.
at
August
2:30.
20th at
Right now.
2:30,
Yep,
okay?
All right,
okay,
I have a motion to adjourn.
so moved.
Second,
okay.
Okay,
Yes,
guys, go
it-
forward and
it's a-
prosper.
we have to vote.
Going stuff,
Okay.
really, but wait a second.
We do have to vote on the,
Rob
hey, we have to vote on the
Rob
motion
is-
to adjourn.
is gonna be the best
Motion
chair
to
ever.
adjourn.
This meeting's gonna
Motion
be.
to-
We didn't vote on the motion to
Yeah,
adjourn.
Just
I
did.
motioned it.
They did, she
We
motioned.
motioned it, but we didn't vote.
Oh, vote.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
Francis voted and everybody else just
All right,
ignored her.
Right.
right.
Karen,
Thank you.
yes.
Michelle, yes.
That was a good meeting.
Yes.
So you and I